Make k the subject of the relation 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. Make k the subject of the relation 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. Solution. Before we start with the solution, please make sure you subscribe and then you share the videos. Okay, so we have 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg, and we are to make k the subject. Okay, so what we do first is we take the square of the right hand side and then we take the square of the left hand side. We do this to remove the square root on the right hand side. Okay, so first thing that we do is we square the left hand side, then we square the right hand side so that we can remove the square root. Okay, so when we square the left hand side and then the right hand side, we are going to get 1 over n square equals k square plus p square over hg. So now the square root has been removed. Okay, the next thing that we do is we multiply the left hand side by n square hg, then we multiply the right hand side by n square hg, which is our LCM, considering the denominators. I hope you are following it. So we have n square hg multiplying 1 over n square equals n square hg multiplying k square plus p square over hg. So n square cancels n square at the left hand side, hg cancels hg at the right hand side. So we'll be left with hg multiplies 1 to give you hg, and then n square multiplies k square plus p square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so we have hg equals n square multiplying k square plus p square. So what we do next is we remove the brackets at the right hand side. So we have hg equals n square multiplies k square to give us n square k square plus n square multiplies p square to give us n square p square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so what we do is we group like terms. So we group the k term to one side. Alright, so we have n square k square equals hg minus n square p square. Do you understand? So we divide the left hand side by n square, we divide the right hand side by n square. So n square cancels n square at the left hand side. So k square is now equal to hg minus n square p square over n square. I hope you are following it. Okay, so now to make k the subject, we take the square root of the left hand side and then we take the square root of the right hand side so that we can get rid of this square. Okay, so when we do that, we are going to get k equals the square root of hg minus n square p square over n square. I hope you understand. So to transpose 1 over n equals the square root of k square plus p square over hg. To make k the subject, k is equal to the square root of hg minus n square p square all over n square. Thank you so much.